Welcome to the Know Where You Want to Go Travel Podcast. This is Cam DeYoung, your host and managing partner of Cam John Travel. So glad to be here. We're going to continue the theme of Virgin Voyages, and I want to make sure that this is an educational and not a sales episode, and really an educational podcast as it has been in the past. We're going to talk about a few topics today with Virgin Voyages, but to streamline things in a way, coming from the last episode talking about the dining options on Virgin Voyages, I wanted to start talking about the Eat and Drink Festival that's happening this year, starting in late June on 3 of Virgin's lady ships. That's going to be Scarlet Lady, Valiant Lady, and Resilient Lady. And it's a theme, a taste of brilliant. And that's kind of a shout out to Brilliant Lady, which sets sail later this year out of New York City in September. But this is an amazing festival, and it really got received rave reviews last year because of the culinary inspiration that is brought in here. And this year it's going to draw inspiration from the home ports of New York City, Miami, Los Angeles, and Seattle, and that's going to be on this side. And then there's going to be, much more to that as it relates to the Caribbean. There's going to be a speakeasy that's going to feature cocktails inspired by these 4 cities I mentioned. And then you're going to have a passport to eat guide that's going to bring up city-inspired dishes within the galley. And the galley is an amazing place because some compare it to, they don't compare it, but it's what Virgin's version of a buffet would be. And it's not even remotely close to a buffet, but I get that point. I understand what people are saying when they say that, because people do ask quite often, does Virgin have a buffet? And if you say no and they huff and puff, then you realize quickly they're not really a fit for Virgin Voyages if they're huffing and puffing about there not being a buffet on board. But in this case, the galley is going to be, made to order and a lot of quick hit items, but having this passport to eat and having some taste of a cross-country culinary tour is going to be absolutely amazing. You're going to see on select nights that it's going to have, different things with your passport. You can jot down your impressions. You can win prizes with the passport to drink. You can sample cocktails and mocktails. So it's going to be on the drink and food time, or the drink and eating side. So that's going to be absolutely festive. Speaking of festival events, there's going to be some awesome events with a spirited dinner series, which is going to be a 4-course dinner, which is likely to have wine, beer, spirits. That's going to be paired with some amazing food, a secret speakeasy. So speakeasy will be absolutely amazing there, with master mixologists crafting exquisite cocktails, and master series classes for spirits. So some interactive tasting sessions on a variety of wonderful drinks, cocktails, and so on there. Test kitchen cooking demos, and some other extravaganzas. So very, very cool what's happening there that's coming back this year. Virgin does a wonderful job with themed cruises that they do themselves. Like that's going to be like some wellness, food, just celebration of a variety of things. There's so much that's going on there with Virgin Voyages, and we're very, very excited to be part of that as a first mate with them. In addition to that, the world of group and kind of celebration travel. I mentioned celebration cruises. Well, this is breaking off a little bit from celebration cruises. It'll be at a more of a micro level, but Virgin's really taken the bull by the horns when it comes to being the cruise line for group events and celebrations, whether it's birthday parties, anniversaries, weddings on board, etc. And it starts with what Virgin Voyages calls circles. And circles are super flexible. There's no obligation. You can lock in cruise space. You lock in promos. You get, access to a lot more kind of future itineraries because you can plan so far out. You can finalize your guests when your group is truly ready without any risk. There's going to be amazing things there with that. We've set up some circles and we're looking at them for like reunion trips, hobby groups, like a team or a club, or families that want to have maybe a reunion or some sort of event together for them as well. And then you have group travel, which is where, 8+ cabins, and you can have the amazing Virgin Voyages groups team. They will help step in after we work together at our agency or whoever you choose. Again, this is an informational podcast, not going to be trying to sell, but if you choose to work with us, we appreciate it. That could be like a humongous birthday. So let's say you have a huge birthday and you want, 20 cabins of friends to be coming on board, bigger reunions, adventure clubs, team and employee incentive trips, wellness escapes are just a reason to get together and cruise together. And with these circles and with these group efforts from Virgin Voyages, you do save 10% off cabins. On the group travel, you can receive a bar credit. And then there's all kinds of other options like a VIP dining access and even some event space in some cases. I don't like to promise that because it's not always available, but it's something that can be looked at. And then last on this section, weddings on the waves, all-inclusive planning. We help here, or if you work with us, we help kind of get everything put together to be able to put into a nice, tightly coordinated package to hand off to Virgin Voyages weddings team. And then they take care of you for the You, Me, and the Sea, the Soulmate Set Sail, and the Wedding on the Waves for their package names there, and amazing, amazing things there that can be amazing. That's a key word today, amazing. That might be the title of this podcast, Amazing Virgin Voyages. So travel circles, who's that for? It's for planners and circles of people not ready to finalize guests yet. Key perks: zero pressure holds, early pricing, no obligation research. Who handles that? We do. Your agency does. It's perfect for families, social, hobby circles, annual travelers. Group travel, 8+ cabins, established groups that have your dates and your invitees set. You get up to 10% off. Bar tab, group. That's also a drink package, or a drink credit of amount, $1 amount towards drinks. Group dinner, guest event support. And then we help you with the planning and hand it off to Virgin when appropriate. We don't ever run away. We would never run away. We're always there for you. Again, perfect for multi-generational trips, club escapes, event milestones, team events, larger structures, and then weddings, couples and guests wanting a cruise ceremony. Onboard wedding team is there for private packages and exclusive perks. A lot of wonderful things there. And again, we can help you with so many of that. And again, this is not a sales podcast, and you're rolling your eyes right now. I'm rolling my eyes right now because I've said that, I think, 3 times. And we just want to make sure that things are good. The last thing that's going on this podcast for this week is really looking out at what sailors prefer. Shorter cruises or longer cruises. And Virgin's had a number of shorter sailings, and they're starting to add on many, many more longer sailings. And we say a longer sailing, that's going to be 7 nights and beyond. So you'll have some 7 and 8 nighters, some 10+ nighters. There's amazing itineraries that are being developed too. You'll see that Virgin, the size of their ships, they're considered a large cruise ship. All 4 of these of their lady ships are large cruise ships. But you'll find that they can get into ports that these super ships can't get into. So if you're a port person, Virgin Voyages should get a look all along, of course, but especially in this case. So a lot of things happening there. You can have a lot of opportunity to kind of conquer the ship. So if you take a longer cruise, a 7 night or more, you get to truly relax. You're not getting off and then getting right off the ship. You're not going to sail out there and feel like, wow. It's always going to feel like, wow, this vacation flew by so fast. But in this case, you're going to be able to relax and immerse quite a bit more. Conquer the ship, get a chance to try all the restaurants, discover all the bars, watch all the shows, join the fitness classes, find hidden nooks, and maybe even some special long voyage activities. Diverse destinations, especially on the longer ones in Europe. You get to see many, many different ports. It's amazing how much of Europe you can cover on a cruise ship. And then, of course, sometimes there's unique activities, special dishes every day, additional entertainers, some different things there. And of course, the shorter trips are going to be a little more cost effective, and they're good, especially if you're in Florida and you wanted to go out for a long weekend out of Miami. That's something we always encourage sailors to do. You can get some really good deals there. And it's an amazing, amazing thing that they are adding these longer cruises for the benefit of those that want that and want that ability to relax even more. So there's the three topics for this episode to talk about what's going on with Virgin Voyages. If you have any questions about Virgin Voyages, travel, or anything, please listen to some of our prior episodes of the Know Where You Want to Go Travel podcast. We continue to work on modifications to this program, and we will keep everybody updated on where that's at and where we're going to be with this podcast. It'll continue to be happening. We'll be talking mostly about Virgin Voyages for the immediate future. So, of course, any questions you have outside of this, please reach out to us at camjohntravel.com or contact us at camjohntravel.com/contact. There's a variety of ways to contact me directly there, through video chat, through email, text message, phone call, whatever it might work for you. Again, hopefully this information was helpful for you. We do have blogs about all of these topics on camjohntravel.com as well. Thank you so much, and I appreciate if you like, comment, and follow or subscribe to our podcast. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Thanks.